Hi everyone, it's Arthur here at Arthur Is Your Mind, and look who my guest is for today. The one, the only, and she's alive.
I'm alive.
Linda Grendel, Comanche Psychic. How are you?
I'm fine. I'm
Considering.
hanging in there. I've had that. Let me tell you, it was worse than COVID.
Really?
Whatever this was, it was non-influenza, but I was sicker than I was on COVID.
That's horrible. Actually, somebody was asking about, in California, there is something going around.
A lot of people were saying they were hella sick.
Yeah.
I
And
ended up in the outpatient emergency because I had to have some albuterol or something to help my lungs because they were rattling. And they said, actually, if you're having a hard time breathing, which I was that night before I went in, don't you mess around, you come straight into the ER. Because I get asthma when I get sick.
hmm yeah.
And
I
it,
go from
it, it
bronchitis to
was tough.
pneumonia, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, somebody wrote here, Suzanne, there's been a virus that has been gathering speed in California. Do you see this virus burning out soon?
I feel like it will.
Yeah, I don't see it lingering.
It comes on hard and then it goes fast.
Just like my relationships.
Yeah. I haven't even sat at this desk in a week.
Oh my.
I go, I'm off because I go to empty the dishwasher and I get maybe the top part done and then I walk away and forget to do the bottom part. I'm just not,
It's when you start filling the top part with the dirty dishes, like, I didn't do the bottom. I've done that.
I'm a little off.
That's okay. So, what would you like to talk about today? We've got questions, but
About the money you owe me, I'd really like that money back.
you said it was a gift. But then you sent me the
That's your story.
1099.
That's your story.
I
So,
love you so much. I've
what
missed
would you?
you. I have missed you.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I'm so sorry that I've been a little bit off. I asked Mel, do you want to redo the show this week? He said, no, we'll just do it again Monday.
Yeah. Well, we were supposed to do a show last week and he had some health issues, so we canceled it last week. So we're doing
It's
it
hard
again tonight.
because when you're not feeling well, I couldn't have done a show. Well, first of all, I couldn't speak a sentence without hacking and coughing, but I also psychically wasn't that in tune. But
Yeah.
I sure picked up on Rob Reiner and his wife.
That's a lot of people are asking about that.
And I'll probably do a deep dive on it. And I know without getting into their business too detailed. They knew this was going to happen. They had a heartbreaking suspicion that this was going to happen because he had been really acting out. He lived in that guest house these past 5 years. They were getting ready to evict him from the guest house. You know, they loved him. They wanted to
Yeah.
do anything they could, but
Wasn't
he
that
was still,
movie with Timothy Chalamet about him?
yeah.
Yeah.
So you know, he was a Virgo, September 14th.
Mm.
And you can tell by looking at him something was off. There
Yeah.
was just something off with him, almost like he was possessed or something. But that was a deep, dark blackness over their family. Here, this man did everything he could for his family. He had other children that were wonderful. He had a wife that he loved. And then he had that black space. And he so wanted it was his son.
Yeah.
He so wanted him to be okay. And I think sometimes he would get some statement from the kid. The kid was totally gone.
Yeah.
But listen, defense wise, they would have not taken him out. Even if he had a gun on him, he wouldn't have taken him out because that was his son. So
hmm
basically, this was what was supposed to happen, I guess.
hmm Yeah. People always ask why? It's like, well, there are soul contracts.
Mm-hmm.
We may not understand it. We may not like it, but when we get to the other side, then we understand why.
Well, Billy Crystal showed up, and Harry, or what was that? Larry Davis showed up, I'm sure they told the cops. They've known for a while. Because the wife was talking out loud to her friends saying, we're at our wits' end. We
Hmm.
can't handle him. He was still tearing up that little apartment, but they never turned him into the police. So,
Yeah. But then the way our fearful leader approached it,
oh, he's so, yeah, that actually hurt him a lot.
it was funny. I said on the show that Trump was going to do something or something was going to come out from Trump, and people were just going to go, "What the?"
That's
I think
probably
this is
one of them.
this is part of it.
Yeah.
I mean, when his MAGA trolls start saying, "Hey, you went too far,"
Yeah.
and then he doubled down yesterday on it again.
He did.
Yeah. During a press conference, somebody asked him about it, and he said, "Well, I didn't like the man. I didn't
Yeah,
like
because
him."
he didn't like you. He didn't
So,
kiss the ring.
no, and he just said he's demented, and it was just this is all
Yeah, but
part
if
of.
anybody said a bad word about Charlie Kirk, we were going to jail, right?
Oh yeah, or
Yeah.
being, yeah,
And Rob Reiner said that was awful what happened to Charlie. I don't care what your politics are.
right,
That was absolutely terrible. This man had a wife and two little kids. It's absolutely horrible.
yeah. It's I mean, who has the empathy? It's not like a contest. It's just being who's human.
Yeah.
But yeah, there are a lot of questions about it. Um, People asking, and also, but the Trump reaction is, I feel it's going to come back and bite him in the diaper. So,
Yeah, he's not a good person. What about that Wiles lady and all her comments that were true?
which one?
Wiles, is that her last name? Wiles, his chief of staff.
Oh, I don't know. It's like I
She said
swear,
he's like the alcoholic father, which is true.
yeah. Well, I mean, psychically, the man is rotting on the inside. You know, you cannot be 79 years old and not eat any vegetables and just eat all the fast food and not clog up your arteries.
Yeah, in about 6 months he turns 80.
Yeah, this is the same period when Fred started to decline mentally, his
How
father.
old was Fred when he died, or do you remember?
I don't remember, but I remember that it was in the 80 when he turned 80, they used to bring him to the office and he would just sit there shuffling papers. They'd give him blank papers, pages to play with. And he had a phone and he would dial out and only went to one person. And but he said, "Yeah, a full day work today. How's it work?" I
Damn.
mean, Trump, if you notice, he's sundowning. There's no question.
Yeah.
His rallies are not late at night like they used to be. And sometimes I swear, I mean, you have these lights beaming in your face all the time, but you can still drive a truck through his pupils. I mean, he's got to be on something.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. Yeah.
but Jennifer is asking, "Hi, Arthur Linda. I'd love to know if 45's kids are meeting to discuss his health. They have to know it. It can't stay hidden much longer."
I think someone even approached it. It might have been Don Jr. Someone may have told him something and he got really mad. You just don't mess with him on that.
Yeah. And what do you feel about the 19th coming up? Is Pam Bondi going to find another reason for not releasing anything on Epstein?
They're working on something. I've always said you're not going to get it from the DOJ.
No. I always get outside sources. And the Democrats going after the estate and the estate working with them. And It's like the Republicans never went after anything that was in the estate.
No.
And I also feel the banking records are going to bring them down too.
Yeah. This Wiles lady has done some damage. Interesting enough.
And she's been around him forever.
Yeah, but she did some damage. Remember, we used to always see a woman that made him sad because she turned on
Hmm.
him? But
You
she's
know,
acting like she didn't turn on him, but she did. Uh, they're going to come up with something. They're going to act like they're at a stuck. They're stuck. They have to redo things. Yeah, it's not going to. They're going to come up with something.
lots of questions here. Hello, Arthur and Linda. Can you tell me about the future of 2025? The future of Project 2025? Will a new regime put something in place to prevent them from rising again?
Yes,
Hmm.
it's dead. And I've said this, and people always kind of bawled me out that I need to take it more seriously. It was a serious thing they were trying to do, but it's not going to happen
Hmm.
because they're dead in the water right now.
Oh, yeah. Is another, will Republicans attempt to challenge Democratic flipped House seats in 2026 in order to keep the majority? In other words, they're going to lose seats. And are they
Big
going
time.
to like fight that, oh, it's all fake and hoax?
No, it's too big.
Yeah.
It's way too big.
And what do you think about the Supreme Court and the tariffs?
I've often felt that they would not okay the tariffs. They would tell me you have to go through Congress. I've always felt that. I could be wrong, but that's what I've said, and I'm
Yeah.
sticking by it.
No, I said I've been feeling the same thing.
Okay.
The only thing that surprised me was when out of whole cloth they created this whole immunity thing. I did not see that coming.
You mean that was a while back?
Yeah, a while back.
Yeah.
Yeah. Um, what do you see for Greg Abbott, who said that if Jasmine Crockett wins, he'll resign?
He won't resign. I wish he would, because
Yeah,
she's going to win. He's just going to linger until he's out of office.
yeah. He's gonna lose. Same
Yeah.
thing. I get the same thing for Ted Cruz. I feel his days
Yeah.
are
Cruz
numbered
has
too.
been meaning to go, and every time I read him, I see him going.
Where are you?
So where were we? Sorry about that.
We're talking about Ted Cruz.
Oh yeah, I've always saw him going, and this
Yeah,
could be very big because people are so furious right now at the repubes. They really just want them out. I mean, all those little things are turning blue.
yeah,
Mayors and seats that have been 30 years in the same.
yeah. And do you feel that no, I had predicted back in February that the House could turn blue before the midterms.
That's what I was feeling too. It's like
And
somebody may step out, and Johnson just said there will be no vote on the
Affordable Care Act.
yeah,
Of course they
after they
lied.
promised they would do it.
Right.
And sure
R-
enough, they reneged on it.
Right, but they're trying to come up with their own
Yeah, they ain't coming up with nothing.
plan. It's basically ACA light and it all through privatization. So some their friends are going to make money out of it.
Yeah,
But Marty Taylor Greene has been like kind of like a little bit the voice of sanity,
yeah,
but then she just is complaining they're not putting her bill through that any doctor that helps anyone with gender affirming care, whether they be adult or younger, goes to prison. So she's still nuts,
yeah, yeah.
you know. And what do you think is going to happen to Tulsi Gabbard? We haven't heard much about her lately.
I just see her quietly going out the back door.
Same
People
thing
are
with,
saying that Wiles woman is acting out or being something because she knows this Trump regime is going down. I don't think it's a plan. I think she told the truth. I
right,
think her comments were truthful.
right. I be honest with you, I skimmed it. I haven't really dove into it, but the whole thing is I find fascinating is I feel Hegseth, Kash Patel, Kristi Noem, they're all going down.
Yeah. Well, some guy was at some sort of event with the Trump regime, and he said the rumor is within the next week or 2 weeks, there's going to be a lot of people cut from the top. He's going to replace Patel. He's going to replace Noam. And I think they know what's coming.
Kristi Noem knows it's coming. She was looking for another job.
She is? Okay.
Yeah, she's been putting word out. I still can't believe her and Carl, whatever his name is, her boyfriend, bought a whole fleet of jets from Spirit Air to help, get rid of all the immigrants. Yeah, they did not have engines.
I know. That was just so weird. What, they saw a sucker coming?
Yeah,
And they didn't spend their own money. They spent our money.
yeah,
Jesus.
nuts. And so she said, I didn't hear the whole thing, but supposedly she was saying about immigrants and the ones that hurt animals. I'm like, excuse me, what, you're the one that like blasted your little puppy named Cricket.
Because it didn't listen to her. She couldn't even give it to the
Thank God she didn't
Humane
have
Society.
children.
Yeah, I know. Put the pony down. Didn't they put a horse or something down
Horse,
too?
yeah, and a goat. Home McDonald did not have a farm, but
Jeez.
yeah, and
Uh-oh.
what do you see coming for Gavin Newsom?
My ears are ringing.
Uh-oh.
That's
Good
usually
news, bad
earthquake.
news?
An earthquake ring. We've been having a lot of little earthquakes out here. The other day while I was on my deathbed, my bed must have rolled 4 or 5 times. I kept thinking, okay, Jesus, come get me. That's okay, come get me. Because that's how sick you are. You're so
Hmm.
sick that death would be a gift. It's like, okay, come get me.
Well, that time I was in bed with COVID for 3 months with the collapsed lung
Oh,
and
yeah, you were
pneumonia.
real sick. Yeah.
It was like, okay, where's my Target t-shirt? I'm just gonna go outside, you can shoot me.
But did you have any of the inoculations? Was this the beginning of COVID?
It was in December of 2019
Oh,
that
you
got
got the
sick.
first. Yeah.
And then it
See,
was
fortunately, when
January's
I got
when
fortunately, when I got it, I had just had my fifth or sixth
Mhm.
inoculation 4 weeks before. So my case was very mild.
They didn't know what it was. I went to 5 specialists. I lost I basically was losing my eyesight, lost my hearing. I couldn't get out of bed. I was just, thank God for my friends that were like, and that's when I should have bought stock in Instacart.
Because they were sending you stuff all
I,
the
I
time.
was, yeah, but yeah, in these 3 months. And I've had pneumonia before, but this was different. I said to doctors, it feels solid. And finally, it's like months later, it's like, oh, we have a thing called COVID.
And that's what it was.
Well,
And you're lucky you
I went through a
lived.
healer friend of mine.
And what happened?
She first thing she said was, "Why'd you wait so long?" Second thing she said is, "It's a virus. I've never seen this before. It's exotic, but we'll work on it." And a month later, I went back to the doctors just to get the X-rays. They said all the pills we got you on and working. I said, "I'm not really taking anything. I'm just going to get the X-rays. I'm going to a healer." They thought
Yeah,
wacko.
that's how they roll.
Except one of
Yeah.
the doctors did ask for her name and number, so I gave him credit.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah,
So, were you taking over the counter herbs or anything like
yeah,
that?
yeah, and a lot of energy work. I mean, I would be laying in bed and I would just feel my whole body gurgling.
Ooh.
I could just feel it, like just like when you take two magnets and that energy you can feel.
Yeah.
It was like that, and she's up in Alaska, so
This This thing I have, I just felt no fever, but I just felt like I just wanted to kick over. I just had no, anytime I sat up, I was so dizzy.
You're dizzy anyway.
Yeah,
How can you tell?
dizzy, Miss Lizzie. But I just, when I did get to the outpatient um, emergency services, she listened to my lungs. She said, you know, if tonight after you take this albuterol, if you're still rattling like this and you're feeling a little shortness of breath, you come straight into the ER.
Hmm.
Of course, I was going to have to call the firemen's. And I said, the firemen's is right down the street from me. She said, good, because you need to come in. And that's when because I never got asthma until I was pregnant with both
Hmm.
my boys. My son was born when I was 39, and he was 9 pounds 1 ounces. And then my youngest was born when I was 42, and he was 10 pounds 1 ounces. But I would get so sick with asthma with both of them.
Wow,
And they titrate me with prednisone up to 80 milligrams.
that's a lot.
That's probably why Jeff ended up being 10 pounds 1 ounce.
It's crazy. What do you think is going on with Venezuela?
Oh, it's exactly what she says. Exactly what
Well said.
that's not he wants a regime change.
Yeah, but blowing up the boats is nothing about drugs. It's just theater
Yeah. Yeah.
because he pardoned that drug lord.
Yeah. I
Doesn't make any
know.
sense.
It's never been about drugs. And them killing people, they just want to make that guy snap. They want him to snap. So, oh, you want a war? But see, they're trying to start a war without asking approval. And
Right?
that's not kosher either.
No, no. It's just I mean, I'm not saying that the guy in Venezuela is, a nice guy. He's a dictator too.
Yeah,
But
and he's not even supposed to be there. He was voted out.
yeah, well, so was our guy originally,
Yeah.
Trump. But
So, what do you think about Kim Jong Un saying he's going to blow Israel out of the water?
saber rattling.
Okay, that he always does that.
However, what do you feel about Taiwan?
What about Taiwan?
That China keeps on saying they're going to take it back.
Yeah. No, saber rattling.
Okay.
They're not going to make any move now. They're even talking trash about Trump that he needs to get out of. He needs to stand by Ukraine.
Yeah. But
I don't
Putin.
see them trying to take over Taiwan.
Okay.
Actually, America is giving Taiwan a lot more backup because they're sharing their stuff with us.
I had a friend from Taiwan, and he was saying the reason why they let gay people get married in Taiwan is because China doesn't want it.
Jesus.
Keep the Chinese out. He was joking, but behind every joke, there's a hidden meaning.
There's something else going on in. Oh, Chinese women are going left and right into Russia. Did you hear that?
No.
Yeah, because was it Russia? Because the Russian men are saying Chinese women are really good at keeping house and all this stuff. I might have dreamt that. I don't know. I don't know. Because actually, Chinese women are becoming like, no, now they make money. They want to be, that's why they're having
Independent.
trouble with their marriages and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. It's crazy. What do you think about we spoke about the virus in California. What do you think about the measles? Do you see it becoming an epidemic?
It has, especially in Texas.
Yeah.
It's 2,000 plus now. Um, Fortunately, a lot more people have been inoculated than not. But
Hmm.
this is really going to be why people will be spitting on his grave.
How long do you feel that Kennedy's going to be where he's at?
I'm telling you, all of them are going to pretty much be looking at the exit by midterms next year.
Okay. So I keep on getting something coming down in February, end of February into March.
Yeah.
What
Time frames are so hard for psychics. We
I
may
know.
feel like that, but sure enough, it'll
Well, the
pass.
wording I keep on getting is around that time will be like controlled chaos.
Yeah.
Like stuff's going down, but it's like not to sound too airy fairy, but the angels are watching over us.
Yeah, but there's going to be, when I started, I haven't finished yet, doing my 2026 predictions.
Hmm.
There's going to be some Armageddon type boom stuff. First in the skies, like, I don't know if it's UFOs, but some sort of planetary thing that will be witnessed.
Hmm.
It's not the end of times. I'm just telling you, I see something where people are looking up in the sky. And then the other thing I'm feeling is some land shifts taking place, big ones. And where I'm seeing is China and Russia. I'm seeing big land shifts taking place.
Plates moving.
Remember, I kept seeing Alaska and Canada,
Yeah.
and then they had that nice big one.
Yeah.
So more stuff is coming up. And then we're rattling. Listen, I lived in the East Bay before the Loma Prieta, which was a pretty good sized
Mhm.
quake. I lived in the East Bay all my life, except we got here when I was 4 years old. And I remember a shaker in Berkeley when I was a little girl at my cousin's house where it shook, It was like, we were all like, wee. So my parents and my Tia Marie and Uncle Joe didn't notice because they were having the cocktails. But anyway, I feel right before when we were having those shakers, little ones like we're having
Hmm.
now everywhere. I said, "Uh oh, we're getting ready for a big one." And I was reading a bunch of nurses in surgery. I was in a surgery class, and I said, "Something explosion, something big is going to happen." And we had the Loma Prieta earthquake,
Hmm.
and we couldn't use the San Mateo Bridge. The Bay
Right.
Bridge partly fell in, and it was huge. The Loma Prieta fell down. That it was something. If we didn't have that um, baseball World Series,
Yeah.
that would have been packed with people.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's what's happening now. We're doing it again. Then we went a long time with nothing.
Mhm.
Now it's starting up again.
Yeah. We've been having real little ones here, but nothing to even is like, was that a truck going by or was that an earthquake?
Yeah, mine felt like Lulu was hidden underneath the bed. A little bit of a roll.
Sometimes I'll just look in the dining area. I have a little chandelier there, and if all of a sudden it's going like this, it's like, okay, that was an earthquake.
That's how you know.
Yeah.
No, this was like I was rocking, honey.
Yeah. Well, you're always rocking and rolling. You're
Yeah, I
Linda.
was like, Leroy, knock it off.
Here's a good one. Hello, Linda and Arthur. Do you see the United States with universal health care for everyone anytime in the future?
In the future, absolutely. Absolutely. Not right away. People got mad when I told them might even be, anywhere from 5 to 10 years.
I get five. I get 5 years.
But they will get back into place what they had before, and then they're going to amp it. They're going to make it better, and then they're going to do one,
Hmm.
one for all for one. And you know who works hard against this is the insurance companies,
Oh yeah. They want the premiums to quadruple.
and they'll use HMOs like Kaiser as their main focus. Like Kaiser has a system that I belong to, it works fantastic. That they got this system going, and they
Hmm.
pay their doctors not outrageous money, just so much. But it works real good. And then if you have money, I guess you can pay if you want to get someone who's a specialist in something.
Hmm.
But some guy was saying, and I don't blame him. He's saying, you know, if you're making $900,000 a year bonus, and the people you work for can't even get dental care because they have no dental insurance, you got your priorities wrong. Let Them Eat Cake is about ready to leave, you guys, and we'll start seeing a lot of that in 2026. You're going to see a lot of people saying, to hell with all of them.
Well,
All
right
those
now
rich
it's
people who thought they could hide behind Trump.
mm-mm. Yeah.
Doesn't my voice sound?
The thing is, they already know that he's declining. It seems
Yeah,
like they're just like, here, sign this, and just like talking in his ear, just trash. So he doesn't really know what's going on.
exactly.
But this whole thing about we're living in a golden age,
Huh?
yeah, that's what he wrote in the thing he wrote about Rob Reiner. He said we're living in a golden age now.
He's making some. He's doing some. He's going to talk to the people, the American people. I ain't going to watch it. I think I got a wart on my ass I got to take care of. Something important, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh God, that please turn hide your ears if you can. It reminds me of a surgery I had to do with someone that had so many warts. We had to actually do surgery on his rear. It was a horrible surgery. Poor guy.
It wasn't Lindsey Graham.
No.
His nickname is Ladybug.
You know, I think he's going to be thrown. I think you're going to be shocked how many people are getting thrown out. Now, I've been kind of saying this, and I got people excited, and then it didn't happen, so I'm sure they're saying, yeah, Linda. But I always saw a lot of these people going, but our thing with psychics is that the time frame sometimes isn't right.
Oh, I always say it's fluid. I
Yeah,
mean, it's like we had all predicted that more than one of us saw that Joe Biden would hand the reins over to Kamala Harris.
yeah,
Well, he did
he
in a
did.
way, just not the way we
He
saw it.
told them when Nancy Pelosi was up there, boy, she sure ruined her reputation. God love her. Um, when they said, you know, we wanted to have a convention and all, he said, no, you're going to give it to Kamala.
Hmm.
And she wasn't happy.
No, but it is what it is. It happened for a reason.
But they said she's planning on running again.
I've heard that too, but I'll be honest with you. Every time I look at it,
I don't see her.
I always see her in the Supreme Court.
Okay.
I see her. That's where she ends up. I could be on crack, but I mean, that's what I get.
Oh, I can't wait till they take care of the Supreme Court. That's TikTok. And let me tell you this, they know it's coming.
Oh, yeah.
That's probably Thomas will take off the minute the new president comes in.
Or the minute Hakeem Jeffries is taking over.
Yeah. What's that song? He had it coming.
Oh,
Oh,
from Chicago.
yeah.
Um, what else we got here?
I used to have a hard time keeping a box of Kleenex in the house. My kids would get the Kleenex and pull, chew, pull, chew. A whole pile of Kleenex over here. What the hell are you doing with my Kleenex?
When I was a little kid, my sister had a cold, and she said, "Could you get me some toilet paper or something?" And she was downstairs. I was upstairs. I was a little kid. So you just grab the end of the toilet paper and ran downstairs. My mother- it's like, all the way from upstairs. Here you go. I don't know how much you would need.
Oh, that's so cute. Thank God you didn't give her used toilet paper. That's what
Uh,
I thought you were going to say.
no, 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 no.
Remember, well, I don't know your age, but when I was young, they used to have colored toilet
Oh
paper. You
yeah.
could have purple or pink or,
And now you can get pictures of Trump on it.
but apparently they can't do that anymore because it clogs the sewer systems.
Mm. Um, Here's a good one. Many sources are reporting that they see a huge housing adjustment coming.
Yeah, my daughter just wrote me something about that. Hold on, let me see what she says. She's because she knows my son is kind of looking, but he just got another apartment. He needed something, but he was in a studio,
Ooh.
and him and his fiance are taking the big step of living together. So he got himself a nice, actual 1 bedroom with room and a garage.
Oh my God, he's an adult.
He's so excited. Um,
He's doing landscaping.
huh?
He's the landscaper,
No, he's
engineer.
oh, he was a what he is a land surveyor.
Okay, that's it.
But he's an engineer for the Department of Water for Marin County.
Oh, cool.
She said, housing is about to drop down. Delisting is on the rise. It's going to be a good time for Jake to buy when the market starts to reflect the gap.
I have
Oh,
some
and interest is going to go down.
I have some clients that are realtors, and I've been saying as we get into March, it's going to be good. 'Cause
Yeah, and there's a broker that my girlfriend knows who talked to my son, kind of went over his finance. He told my son, wait till next October. You're going to see a lot of changes. So
Mhm. No, it's there's a lot going on.
it's hard for these youngins. It's hard for the old ones to even buy. The only reason I bought this house is because I inherited money from my parents. And I was able to put a nice fat down, because I didn't want to be paying more than I pay for rent.
Yeah, it's yeah. I tell my relatives ask me, are you going to buy something someday? I'm like, I can't even afford something at Forest Lawn. Okay, that'll be the only plot. And I'm getting cremated anyway, so it doesn't really matter.
Yeah. I already got my plot, by the way.
Family plot.
It was like $8,000. It's
Oh,
up here where I live, and it's a plot that goes where you can have the upright stone. It
yeah.
doesn't have to be flat because some guy's going to be buried next to me, and there's my plot. And another, anyway, these particular four ones, where a real pretty tree can have an upright stone.
Tombstone.
Yeah, so I said, I want a nice, beautiful picture of myself. And my sister said, and it'll say Linda G and Company. Because it's big enough that I probably could put the whole family in it. Especially if we're going to just put an urn, not a,
Yeah.
I don't want to be in a coffin.
No. Like the book, Bury My Ashes at Bergdorf Goodman. I told my sister, there's a book called that.
It's
I,
called what?
Bury My Ashes at Bergdorf Goodman. Department store in
Where's
New
that
York.
at?
New York.
Oh,
So I told my sister, hey, I paid the rent at Neiman Marcus, so you can just put me with the flowers and the plants.
there you go.
But actually, a friend of mine worked at Disneyland, and he said during after when the park is closing, they'd have to go to the haunted house, the cemetery. People would actually leave urns there because the relatives said, "Burn, take my ashes to Disneyland."
They didn't open it and drop the ashes. They just leave the whole earth.
Well, because you're on a ride that's going slow, and so they would just like
Drop it.
drop it.
Oh my God.
But
And
he
then
also
they
said the "It's a Small World After All." He said the really old dolls that like from the original ones that are in the back, he said they all look like Chucky.
oh, I think so. I think I remember
He
that.
said it's horrifying. Um, so do you think MTG is going to try and start a new MAGA movement, or just
No, she's having troubles right now. She can't even get enough Republicans right now to sign up to get rid of Johnson. She only needs four more. She's having a little bit of trouble with that.
I think she's going to get it though. I never see
Yeah.
Johnson. I'll be surprised if he's there in February or the end of this year, really.
Oh, here we go. Nick Reiner to be charged with first-degree murder and parents' stabbing death.
Mm.
2 counts of first-degree murder after his parents were found, but BBC U.S. partner CBS News reports that the couple's bodies were found with multiple stab wounds. I heard their throat was slashed.
Hmm.
Huh. It's just terrible. And I get a feeling his siblings told the police they know it was him.
Oh yeah.
I think as soon as that little girl found them, their daughter, I think she told the police it was my brother. And also, they all witnessed his outburst at the Christmas party.
Right.
God, Conan O'Brien must just feel horrible. And can you imagine? They said Billy Crystal saw the bodies. Normally, you can't never go up in a crime scene. I don't care who you are and step. But apparently, maybe he got there before the police got there. He might have
Possibly.
been his close friend, and the
One
daughter
of the
called
first
him.
people called, yeah,
Yeah,
on the scene. It's tragic. There's a lesson to be learned here, but still, the fact that our fearful leader did what he did, it really is going to count against him.
yeah.
No
But
empathy.
this was they. These people knew. These people knew that
Their
their
days were
ending
numbered.
was with that child. I'm telling you right now. He was off since the day he was born. He was always a bad seed, and they tried and tried. But if you look at his face, this isn't some kid that was okay and then turned ugly. He was always
There's something, yeah.
a
Oh,
bad seed. And there's a lot of people who have that in their lives. These certain children that just, when you see shows about the son that killed his mother or something, you think, God, yeah, look at his eyes.
no. Well, it tells you that things have to be changed with our mental, where we treat mental illness in this country
Yeah.
too.
But they didn't turn him in like they should. They didn't turn him in when he did $70,000 worth of damage to that little house he was living in the back. What do you call those houses?
Guest houses.
Guest houses. Yeah, he's $70,000 worth of damage, and they didn't make a police report on it. That's because he had money and he paid for it himself.
And you have a soft spot, it's your son.
Yeah, my son dropped a tomato sandwich on my couch, and I turned him in right away. You SOB, do you see what you did to my couch? I got to hire cleaners and everything else. You're going to jail.
Well, when my mom was getting older, my sister said she was having issues. I said, look, as we get older, the children become the parents become the children. Mom's the bad seed. Get over it.
Yeah.
But what else you want to talk about?
Well, I think that's enough for me right now. How long have we been on?
Long enough. Because
Okay.
I said we said we were going to do a short one because you're hacking a
Yeah, get ready to have another hacker episode. And then I feel good for a couple hours. Then I have another hacker episode.
Linda
At
G.
least it wasn't before. You would have said, "Ugh, get off the television. You look terrible."
Oh, we're taking bets. So you're gonna cough this guy?
See,
Yeah.
oh God, it hurts so bad. My ribs.
Okay. Well, I love your festive outfit.
Thank you. Ding 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 ding. Ho ho ho. I always say, who you calling a hoe? Ho.
Oh, yeah, exactly. All right, everyone. Well, Lynn's got to get back to bed.
I'm going back to bed.
So thank you for stopping by, and we'll see you soon.
All
Okay?
right. Thank you, honey.
Bye-bye.